This is the famous bench of the Mevaseret area. People come here to propose marriage. Sometimes we come in the morning and the whole area is scattered with hearts and candles. And now you're looking at our water reservoir that was built in the 60s to be able to preserve the rainwater. This is all rainwater. Into the valley of Motza, where the best willows would be grown for using during the Feast of Tabernacles, Sukkot. And today, just a few months ago, that bridge opened up, digging into the hills of Jerusalem and providing a quick way to get to the city. Did you know that the almond was chosen as a symbol of leadership in the tent? If you remember, Aaron's cousins were a little upset that Aaron was going to be in charge. So God says, take the almond branches, put them inside the meeting tent, and wait. And the next morning, miraculously, only Aaron's staff simultaneously flowered, gave leaves, and gave fruit. Nowadays in Israel, this miracle happens on a yearly basis. Unfortunately, probably because of global warming, the plant is getting confused, and on one plant nowadays, we can see all the stages of development on the almond tree that in the time of Aaron was considered miraculous. But I prefer to put on my happy glasses and say this is also a sign of leadership coming again, the renewal of the leadership, the renewal of showing who are the chosen, who are going to be the leaders, and really, can't you just feel that spring is in the air? I'm sure you all recognize this famous flower of Israel. This is the almond. This is an almond tree. Most of the year, yesterday I was out foraging with some group of women who want to learn to identify the edible and medicinal plants available in the winter season. And they saw this tree, the almond, and they said, all year round, it really is a quiet, modest tree. But wow, when it blooms, it takes the prize. So as I'm sure you all remember, in Jeremiah, the almond is shown to Jeremiah, and God says, and thus I will diligently keep my word. Well, what's the connection? In Hebrew, the word for an almond tree is shaked. And the word for diligence is also shaked, because in Hebrew, it's such a rich language, so connected to the plants and the land, that everybody back then understood. Oh, it's an almond. Of course it means diligence. It's the first tree to blossom. It's the last one to give fruit. It takes 4 months for it to make fruit. It wraps up that nut in 4 different layers. It's impossible to open it with your hand or your teeth. You have to bang to get it out because it is so protected, and it's watched over so diligently by the mama plant. Something else amazing about an almond is that they were even found in the caves of in the tombs of the pharaohs. That's how long an almond can last. The word of the Lord protects you diligently. He protects you like an almond. He protects you forever.